What's up, everybody? This is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, getting from point A to point B successfully takes years, sometimes 2 to 5 years. And so sometimes when you're on this channel, people are like, well, you make starting a business sound easy. You make doing this with your time sound easy. And it's just not true. I never said it was easy. I said it's something you have to do daily. You have to daily figure out how you can add time to it, daily how you can contribute videos, write blog articles, do podcasts, get painting jobs, get construction jobs, whatever it is that's your business. You have to figure out how to daily, get traffic to it, daily how to get sales. Because if not, it becomes like this hustle where you're just running around doing all this work, but it isn't systematic, it's not scalable, and it's not something you really preach to other people. And so it took 3 years to get here, where every single day there's a sale on the site. It didn't happen overnight, but what people don't realize is that's with anything. That's with exercise. That's with diets. That's with your lifestyle. That's with your career. I mean, you'll look up and there'll be friends and family I know who work 10, 13, 14, 15 years somewhere. And I'm like, what? But it took time. They didn't just overnight become this professional. It took time. It took years. It took a lot of repetitive steps to get there. And I think we lose track of that. We lose track of that. This isn't overnight. Starting a business isn't overnight. You're not going to jump up in 30 days, have millions of sales. Real estate agents learn the same thing, that they're really going to have to get out there, market, and get listings and get buyers and do work, right? Because it isn't overnight. And anybody sells it to you that way, they're lying, because it just isn't that easy. Or, if you want to be honest, they had $10,000 to $50,000 on a credit card and they've been juicing their YouTube. They were able to buy thousands of products to sell on eBay and Amazon. They were able to buy the marketing for their new construction company. They were able to buy up all these signs. They were able to buy all these online leads for their company. There's always a backstory. There's always more to the story than what you're knowing. And I implore you to go search those things, right? Not that they're not in that mindset there's always a catch, but in the mindset of it didn't happen overnight. And if it happened really quickly, I'm missing a part to the story. Simply, I'm just missing a part to the story. A lot of these athletes you see, that they've been athletes since they were 8 years old. You're not going to get a 20-year athlete abs in 30 days. You're not going to get a 20-year athlete body in 30 days. It's just not going to happen. It took years for them to get there, and it'll take years for you to get there. And when people hear that, they're like, ugh. I remember Gary Vee saying if you'd have told him 18 months later after working out every single day, this is what his body would look like, he was kind of like, nah. He was like, I'm glad I'm healthier, but not what I imagined, right? And so that's along the lines of fear, right? That's a big one we got to talk about real quick is fear. Fear, top 3 fears. Fear of loss, fear of the process, and fear of the outcome. And here's the number one: fear of the loss, like the loss of friends, the loss of a job, the loss of the benefits, the loss of the weekend cookouts because you're working, the loss of a lot of things stop people. The loss of a spouse. I mean, some people are married to people who, when they marry them, they just want to be some 20-year-old goof off. And now they're a 30-something adult that wants to start a business, and that their paths are no longer congruent unless the other one wakes up and changes as well. That happens to people. Number 2, the loss of the process. So sometimes people will literally, the ideal of having to, if you say, man, I'm going to lose 30 pounds and I'm going to do this and I'm going to go do some 5Ks and do the stuff, like they get upset. They're like, man, I got to start cooking I have to start all this cooking at home. I'll have to do all this working out. I'll have to do all these hours of all this stuff. So it's twofold. It's like the process, all this process, plus I'll lose all this free time with my friends. When really, that's not true, right? And so they have a fear of the process, okay? Number 3, fear of the outcome. Many people I talk to, when you talk about online dating or starting a business or fitness, you start telling them, hey, all the things you had to do. And then they look at the outcome, they go, but you only got this. Or I worked out so hard and I only got this kind of boyfriend or this kind of girlfriend. People get real depressed about that shit. Same thing with business. They had a cushy job that paid them $8,000 a month. They were some kind of, and then they started a business, and finally the business pays them about $8,000 a month. They're not as happy. They're like, what? This is my outcome? The grass is not always greener somewhere. And when people figure that out, they don't like that. They don't like that. So I think that stops a lot of people, the fear of, okay, I throw in all this work, I do all this stuff, and then I lose not only my friends, my family, my free time. I'm a whole different person, and I don't even know if I'm that super excited about that different person. So those are the top things for people, is the fear of loss, this fear of time, like how long something's going to take, and it just doesn't happen overnight. Who you become just doesn't happen overnight. So good luck, my friends. Embrace the fear, as the military folks say all the time, embrace the suck, and try to do better. Try to have more. You know, at the end of the day, if you write on a piece of paper what you want your life to look like, and your life doesn't look like that, nowhere near it, not even close, then you need to really ask yourself some serious questions. Do I really want what I said I want on that paper? Or do I want what I have right now? Right? So everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. I love you guys. Just had to do this video because honestly, on this channel, I can give you tactics all day long, but if you never improve the mindset, if you never get over the fear, some of you, we all know stories of somebody who made a bunch of money in their 20s and through reckless decisions lost it all in their 40s. We all know somebody who started a company, kind of like, you know, gave it all away. And then when we can give it all away, what got them there, they didn't continue to do. So don't be that person. Don't be so afraid of losing family and friends that you don't ever truly trace and truly become who you want to be. So everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Thank you for sticking around this mindset minute we just had here. Fear, don't let fear stop you. Don't let it do it. Everybody, this is Erica. Later.